Gurkha Harry Budha Magar battled some of the harshest conditions in the world to become the first double above-the-knee amputee to climb Mount Everest only 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, we're going to speak to Harry and his expedition leader, Krishna Thapa, in just a moment about that incredible journey which made history. First, though, here's Gillian Kelly with their story.
After losing both his legs in 2010 while serving in Afghanistan, former Gurkha soldier Harry Budha Magar thought his life was completely over and his lifelong dream of scaling Everest was shattered. But Harry wasn't ready to give up. With mountaineer and fellow former Gurkha Krishna Thapa by his side, he set out to do the impossible. But first, he had to change Nepalese law, which banned double amputees from climbing Everest.
That's much more bigger than climbing Mount Everest for me. So this is why all about, it's making awareness of disability.
Now Harry has become the first double above-the-knee amputee to conquer the world's tallest mountain. Harry and his team reached Everest Base Camp on the 18th of April, but were forced to wait 18 days for conditions to clear, with weather on the mountain leading to one of the deadliest years on record. Their first attempt to reach the summit failed, as treacherous conditions forced them to return to base camp. With the weather easing a few days later, the team tried again. Harry finally reached the summit after a perilous 3-day climb. But the danger wasn't over. With an ice storm on the horizon and only 45 minutes of oxygen left for 3 hours of descent, Harry was forced to slide down the mountain to reach the camp in time. Now Harry's ambitions aren't over. He's still hoping to inspire other people with disabilities to take on challenges like his.
Well, these two remarkable people join us now. Former Gurkha Harry and former SAS mountain troop leader Krish are here back on the sofa. Now, we saw you both before you attempted this remarkable climb. You'd already basically changed the law to be able to do it. Was it tougher than you thought it was going to be?
It was. It was absolutely tougher.
What was it that made it so tough? Because I think Krish, in his testimony, has said, this looks like it's going to turn out to be the deadliest year of mountain climbing on Everest.
It's a deadliest year as well. So this year, 17 people died on the mountain.
17 just this year?
This year,
amazing.
Which is, there was an earthquake where I think killed 19 in 2015. But as just an expedition without any natural disaster, this year is the deadliest year.
Gosh. Was there a moment when you wondered whether you were going to be able to come down again?
Yeah, I thought quite a few times. We were running out of oxygen. So when we were coming down, just once we summited and started coming down, 2 of our Sherpa's oxygen finished, and they have to come down to save just their life without oxygen. So,
and coming down is the bit where you feared you might lose your life. That is actually the most dangerous part, was it?
Yes. When I was going up as well, one point, my oxygen ran out. The Sherpa changed my oxygen. I don't know, it was empty, whether there was a fault in the pressure gauge or it just leaked somewhere. So about going just before the Hillary step, there's this gentle slope of about 10 meters, and it took me about 20 minutes to get up there. And I just told them, I think we need to go, we need to go down as well. So I can't. We need to get down. And they changed they checked my oxygen again, and they put new cylinder on and just carried on.
Right, Krish, there was a point, wasn't there, where you had to make the decision not to continue in order to save oxygen that Harry and the rest of the team could use. That must be, as a former SAS mountain troop leader, that must be a sensible decision, but a tough one for you.
Yes, absolutely. I think for me, it's from the, like 6 years ago, we started this journey, and it was absolutely clear for me, Harry is a man, key mission and driving force. So everything was planning over the years is make sure he achieve, so that, you know, we actually change the perspective for the disabilities forever, I think.
So, and how many times have you summited Everest?
I've been 3 times.
So you felt actually you could sort of sacrifice your summit so that Harry achieved this history-making achievement?
Absolutely. I think absolutely, like I say, I think this is the, you know, driven and then make sure he achieve his dream, so that actually not changing his life, but changing the millions of people around the world. I think this is what we're lacking of these days.
And Harry,
Wow.
you know, you've done it now. As Susanna said, this has been an ambition for a long time. You had to change the law in Nepal to be able to do it. You had to have 2 goes on the mountain. You've done it. What next? I mean, what is the next challenge? How can you top Everest?
I think I didn't climb Everest for just making a record. The main thing is I started climbing a mountain and wanted to climb Everest is because making awareness of disability, because I wasted my life 1.5, 2 years of my time just feeling sorry for myself, not what to do, and I think others' lives shouldn't be that way. If something happens, they make sure they pick up their life as soon as possible and you know, make best out of it. And that was my aim. And I'll keep doing disability awareness, whatever needs to be done. I don't know what exactly I'm going to do. I need to speak to my team and make sure everybody agrees. And yeah, I got something coming on. I want to stop here, but yeah.
But that's the mission.
Yeah.
To change how people see disability and to get other people to follow your example.
Yeah.
Yes, and I think they don't need to climb the mountain. They can climb whatever mountain that they have got. And I think one main thing is to make sure that we challenge ourselves. That's how you know, the whole revolution, human revolution, you know, is made, and we achieved so much things. So as long as they can challenge themselves and do something else, then yeah, I'll be happy.
Well, it's remarkable listening to you. And, you know, I feel privileged that we spoke to you before the trip, and now we've heard the story of this incredible achievement. Congratulations to you both, Harry and Krish.
Congratulations.
We really appreciate it.
And your mission goes on, which is great to hear as well.
Yeah.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
We can all summit our own personal Everest.
Whatever our mountain is.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Whatever our mountain is.
Thank you.